Man,
you can't ask in bulk.
Fellas, we are blessed with this energy we feel right now. Blessed with it. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the pregame show.
Let's go.
Live from the Toyota Lounge, driven by your Front Range Toyota stores. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. Boy, do we have a big one here tonight. Game 5, series tied 2-2. Nuggets on the road in one of the toughest environments to play in, Oklahoma City, where they have that great crowd. They have been there for hours.
Whoa.
They've been there for hours waiting for this game. I cannot wait. We have a great show for you. We're going to talk about the many challenges facing the team right now. Watching the games last night, and I couldn't help but think, my God, is this title up for grabs? I don't know who's going to win it.
I don't either.
I really don't. And I usually hear you kind of have, there's the team and everyone chasing. There's no team.
Nope.
I think there might be 2 teams chasing it.
You have it down to 2?
Maybe.
Well,
Nuggets or Thunder.
hey, maybe it's as simple as that. So all of these things are on the line to help us talk about it. Harrison wins here.
Man, great, beautiful day in Colorado. Sun is out. Sun is shining. Beautiful vibe in the bar today right now.
Dang, dude. Mr. Positive over there.
I'm feeling great, man.
Mr.
I'm
Blue
feeling
Sky.
positive. There is a great vibe downstairs, though. People are filtering in. It's probably going to be a great crowd tonight.
I try to
can't
walk
wait.
around and talk to everybody, just try to get to... One table was nervous. Everybody else very confident. Which I was like, I love this bar. If there's a bar you want to be at, you want the one where you ask everybody and they're like, oh yeah, we're winning.
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming. I got it.
Why are you even asking me that question? We're winning.
D-line goes here.
But wait, just to be clear, they were nervous because of you? You were making
They were
them
very
nervous?
uncomfortable with me.
So Harrison and I are wearing the same shirt.
Is that a good sign?
I don't know. We both had a stay on parade vibe. I think it's kind of good. We both felt the flow of, getting back to where
It's a Game 5 shirt. That's
we
what
belong.
this is.
And I'm feeling good. I actually feel terrible. Just got back from Mexico.
Yeah.
I'm suffering a bit of revenge.
Yeah.
Montezuma's revenge.
Get out of my business, dude.
Well, more detail than we needed. Later on in the show, we'll be joined by Superstar Dev, who is at Popeyes.
Seriously.
He's seriously at Popeyes.
Sent us this. I'm in line at Popeyes.
This
Told them
was
to
at
hurry the F up.
6:53.
And that made the one lady take off her COVID mask, so I'm sure they'll be there in time. Wow.
There's a lot in that message.
Just an all-time Slack message.
You might think we joke when Dev's maybe late to a show and we say he's at Popeyes. He might be there.
He might actually be at Popeyes. So, yeah. But you know what? It's a good sign. It's a good sign. We're all in our element right now.
Listen, bro. You tell me one better place to be besides here at your job.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. The DNVR bar has itself this energy to it right now that I just absolutely love. Let's get to some game notes.
Couple pregame notes from David Adelman. Oh, there's Dev. He's coming up the stairs right now in a beautiful red flannel.
Bring the bag. What do you got the
Popeyes
bag?
in
Hold
hand.
on. Bring the bag.
Let's see what you got.
Dad, what are you doing without the bag? What are you doing? No, well, all right. Hey, that's a true
Very
company
good.
man.
That's a smart man, right? David Adelman, he was asked about Nikola Jokic's shooting. That's been a storyline. There's been a lot of talk about it. The pods have been talking about it, definitely. And David Adelman said, quote, "It's coming. It's almost impossible for Nikola Jokić to stay this cold from 3 or with his shot for this long." He said the shot is coming.
Man, Alex Caruso had a great line in between games 3 and 4, and I respected it. He said, you know what? I knew coming into this series that team, they are champions. That team is going to draw greatness out of us. And I respect that because that's the right way. That's the right mind frame of, hey, is it going to be tough? Well, then it's going to require us to be who we think we are to overcome it. The Nuggets now are in that spot on the road. I can't wait to see what gets drawn out of Nikola Jokić today.
I can't either. And Adelman also said in the film session that the Nuggets had between games 4 and 5, quote, had a lot of opinions. Obviously, he wants to shoot the ball better. and be more efficient just like the rest of our guys. But he is absolutely engaged, absolutely locked in, and that's what he was in the film session too.
Here's what I love, though, even more specifically, where does he have opinions about spacing? The reason this always resonates with me, Dev, man, I can almost be annoying to play with sometimes because it's all spacing. Where are people at? The spacing is what makes the thing work. And so I love, it's not like drawing up these plays, doing this or that. It's like, hey guys, I need you here. Because here's what they're doing. You might see it or you might not, but I just need you here. So I know where everybody's at so I can do my thing.
I mean, that's the thing that's been standing out, especially offensively. They're packing the paint. Everybody knows that they're packing the paint. They're daring you to shoot. If you have that spacing, one, you're going to confidently knock down a shot, but two, you're getting open shots.
Yeah.
So it is about making sure that you go through that process because that's the open looks that you're getting.
Yep.
David Adelman also talking about just like the physical fatigue of these quick turnarounds. And he was like, look, you have to be careful with how much time you're out on the practice court, how much time, you're dedicating to watching film that you would normally be out on the practice court for. And he said, look, we've been really light on our feet recently. The guys have been playing a ton of minutes, and we just got to be, really careful with that. Also said, look, I love the open shots that we got, especially the corner threes. I think they were 0 of 17 on corner threes.
Yeah, well, I think they were 0 of 15, and 1 of 17 if you extend that to right where the corner ends.
Okay.
So they did have one there, but yes, 0 of 15, 0 of 17.
Very bad on corner threes.
zeros.
Yes, corner zeros. But David Adelman called them great shots. We have to shoot them, and of course you have to make them. And he also talked about, look, the domino effect there. If you make shots, the rotations are a little different, the closeouts are a little different. Just hitting a couple of those shots early, a couple of threes early, especially for a guy like Jokic, could be so huge.
I think that momentum is huge in the series for that very reason, as both teams in the half court can shut each other down and make life hell. You're going to get buckets off of stops that lead to advantages in not just on the fast break, but just like, they didn't get matched up properly, so we can go quick. So 100%. And by the way, Denver, second in the NBA in 3-point field goal percentage from the corners. Yep. Oklahoma City gives up the most corner three-pointers. But that hasn't tracked over these last handful of games because they give up a lot, but every team has to give something up. They're not going to give up the paint. They're going to try not to give up transition and rebounds. The corners are vulnerabilities. Denver has to capitalize. So when you see a shot in this game from the corners, just know it's extra important for the Nuggets.
Yeah, the one of the pleasures of a great many that I don't know that I'll ever fully unpack about following Nikola Jokić as his disciple is that he shows up in these games. Like when the moment is biggest, Jokić arrives. You just set your watch by. You can do whatever you want. It's just that's what's been so beautiful is that Jokić always arrives to some degree. So I would be flabbergasted. I would be positively, I don't know, Twitter. I can't even think of a weird old timey word I was trying to throw out. Whatever, dude. It's just like you're telling me Jokić is going to have 4 off shooting games in a row. Right? Like all this man needs to do is shoot. He himself needs to hit outside shots to help his own spacing, and he just needs to go through Chet's little bird chest.
Yeah, and I think to do that, he's going to have the right calm, the right focus.
Yep.
There's going to be a play in this game, probably early on, where he gets fouled and it doesn't get called. Like he gets hacked in a way where you're like, how could that not happen? He's going to have to just play through it, man.
Yeah. Same starters as well.
Same starters. There was some talk, by the way, about changing up the starters.
Before last game, was that talk still happening?
Well, I just did a radio hit today. They asked me about it, so yeah, I think that there was some talk.
The radio's talking.
Yeah, the radios.
The shows are talking.
The shows are talking, man. Let's go through the challenges, Dev, because there are numerous challenges presented to the Nuggets right now. Number 1, heartbreaking loss, the last one. I mean, you go through your share of heartbreaking losses in the playoffs. You don't win every game you think you're supposed to win. You're going to have ups and downs, but that was a tough one. And so right off the bat, I look at this and I go, what is Denver's focus like? Are they a little down? Are they a little, oh my God, we let this slip? Or are they resolute that this is a new game and it doesn't matter, both teams need 2 more?
I think it's about resolute. Like, this is a team that has had some embarrassing losses. That was not an embarrassing loss. It didn't bounce your way, and that happens from time to time. The 40-point drubbing, that's the one that you would have said, how are they going to respond to this? Not the one where they played their ass off.
Really?
They played extremely hard. I don't think so. Also, they have a buzzer-beating win. Like, that's just kind of part of the game. But I do think that they go in there, they know that they missed an opportunity. They have an opportunity to make it right. It's really backs against the wall. You're going into a hostile environment against a team that everybody is still doubting you in. You're heavy underdogs. You have to go in there and just know that, like, I got the man to my left, the man to my right's back. So I think that this is a response game because it's just about us in their minds.
D-line, another challenge here. They are going into the belly of the beast. They're going into one of the loudest and most loyal fan bases. Did you see when they arrived back home on Sunday that there were people at the airport waiting to greet them? For a game 4,
there's not a lot of
I was
other
gonna
things
say,
to do.
there's not a
in
lot to do.
Oklahoma
But
City.
I'm
You know
not
what I
trying
was
to,
doing? I was grocery shopping.
Yeah.
I was at a local movie theater.
But my point is that fan base is very loud,
sure.
very into it, and we're talking about making shots. Well, it would have been easier in game 4 than game 5. It's going to be tougher. So being on the road, that's another challenge.
I mean, listen, the difference, as everyone has pointed out, and it's worth repeating, it bears repeating, is that the Nuggets have been here before. This is the difference between these two teams, is that the Nuggets have been here before and shown resolve and shown backbone. The Oklahoma City Thunder have not. You can quiet an arena just as easily as they can rev it up. It's really on them. They can control it. They can make 38,000 people very, very quiet if they just come out and they handle their business. And you take the crowd out of it. It's going to be a long game, but this is why you believe in the Denver Nuggets, is because they have been here over and over and over and over. And it's like, why would you start doubting them now?
Why would you do it? But it is going to be a challenge, and that's part of what makes this game in some ways sweeter. Game 5, it's on the road. You have a chance to silence a crowd, which is its own type of thrill. But I do think it's going to be a challenge, and I'm curious to see which players come out a little shaky and which ones come out ready. Wind, another challenge. This team looks tired. They look exhausted. Yes, they got more than 48 hours rest. It was like 56 hours rest. But they are tired and exhausted, and tonight is going to be as much about that escalating fatigue as anything.
Yeah, and that's also where you have to rely on your experience. Everybody's tired right now. Everybody's fatigued, especially a team like the Nuggets that's coming off a 7-game thriller and have been in another really tough series. But you've been here before. You have to look at, what happened last year, and you just have to lean on your experience in these spots. Don't get too excited too quick. Don't go all out in the first half chasing something you can't win by halftime. You've got to play cool, calm, and collected. You got to be patient. You can't force the issue too early, and you can't panic. And knowing the Nuggets and the core they have around Nikola Jokic, I don't think they're going to panic in a situation like this. We just saw them in a Game 5. They just played great and won in another pivotal Game 5 last series. So with that experience, I feel like they should know what to do in this scenario.
They should know what to do. The fatigue factor, though, Dev, I do think might play a part tonight. I'm not sure it'll be as bad as the last one, because nothing will beat that. But I do think that as this series goes on, it's like these last game, it was the first half. I think the second half of this one might be where we see a 12, 15-point quarter from one of these two teams.
I mean, but that's also locking in defensively. That's
Correct.
also playing into what the other team is wanting to give you. But also then play well in the first half where you don't even have to worry about that. You want to talk about quieting the crowd. It's about how you start in these games, where you can control the tempo, where you can control how much noise is going there. You don't want a close game where you have the crowd, behind your back in that one. So I do think it's important for you to get off to a good start, but then that means that you're in control for the whole night. So I hope it is a physical Jokic night. I hope it is the starters just being very, very aggressive, putting them in foul trouble early on, and then trying to close the door. So it's about execution early so that you don't have to put yourself in a spot where you're playing catch up late.
Yeah. Do you agree with this? I mean, the fatigue factor.
I don't know, man. To me, it's like they never play well in early games. That was like an especially compact
that was more the
series.
early game than it was the fatigue.
It was an especially compact series for a playoff, especially such an intense one. They look tired down the stretch, but I don't think that they are just tired. Like I don't think that you can just mark them down as perennially tired now. I expect them. They had time off. They are all 30 and younger. I mean, like they should by all rights be fine. We'll see, obviously, but I would be surprised if that was a major factor moving forward. I mean, I know what we saw last time, but to me, it's like that was more a situation of that one game.
What about this piece? How much of this do you think, especially early on, comes down to Jokic? Because sometimes we can oversimplify it, like Jokic's got to carry him tonight. But I mean, Christian Brown hits a couple corner threes that could also carry. So how much do you think this is about Jokic, first and foremost, or even line 1, 2, and 3?
Well, I mean, like, all eyes in the universe are on Nikola Jokic tonight. All the pods are talking. All of the talking heads, all of the casuals are out. Chatters about. We heard an early report that proved to be false that potentially Shea was going to get awarded the MVP before this game.
I don't think that's true, though.
It's
right?
not. It's not. That's
it has to be though. Like where would you?
I don't know.
They're just not going to present it at their home.
Maybe Jokic won it.
I was going to say maybe Shea didn't win
That'd
it.
be so funny. They're like, actually, it's game 6. We're like, what?
Bro, I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Can you imagine if Jokic actually won it?
But I mean, like, all eyes are on Jokic, and yes, he needs to step up, but that should make things easier for other people. Like, I expect Jokic to step up in the same way that I always expect him to step up, but it's not obviously all on him. But like, this is like the first time in a while he's receiving like quite a bit of scrutiny and criticism.
I think it's Jokic because everybody's going to get more confidence if Jokic is in rhythm early. You know,
Yeah, I agree.
I just think like the Nuggets role players, especially guys like Christian Brown, Peyton Watson, Aaron Gordon, even Russell Westbrook, like these guys, their games elevate when Nikola Jokic's game elevates. Like when Jokic is Jokic, he brings up everybody around him as well. He's the highest floor raiser I think we've ever seen. So that's why I think it does start with him. And if he has a good first quarter, if he hits a couple threes right out of the gate, I just think it gives everybody confidence.
Yeah, for sure.
I think so too. I actually do think a lot of this falls on Jokic, and he cannot win this game by himself. So it's not this thing where I'm like, he needs a 50 ball tonight to win it. It's not that.
We'll take it though. Like,
I mean, I would take it.
interested.
Yeah, just to be clear, I would take a 50 piece. But what I think really is he has to show the confidence, the ability. He has to set the tone. They have to follow him into battle.
Yes.
He can't fight
War
the battle on his
general time,
own,
baby.
but he has to lead them into battle and give them confidence. And I think he knows it. I think he's ready for it. And it's funny when people come into this. I mean, look, we've been tough on Jokic for the last couple games. We love him. I mean, he's our favorite athlete of all time.
He's my favorite guy of all time.
And there's people that are like, you're being too hard on Jokic. Jokic's been hard on himself.
Yeah.
You ask Jokic about his own performance and what he says. He's not saying anything we haven't
said. He
said.
called himself the worst player on the floor. We didn't even
Yeah,
go
you
that
got
far.
That was a little far.
Well, we didn't go that bad.
You were like, damn, Jokic, you still were the leading scorer of the game.
But that brings me to my next topic here, guys, which is the Boston Celtics suffered a tragedy yesterday.
Bro.
Losing Jason Tatum to an Achilles injury that'll likely have him miss all of next season, too. The NBA, under Adam Silver loves this. He just wants parity. He wants it to be like football where
He also hates Jason Tatum.
No, but you watch how hard. I saw there was a thing I shared with you guys the other day about how the Pacers, who have been good for 2 years, last year and this year, have to break up their team this summer because the CBA doesn't allow for them to stay together. It's crazy how hard it is to maintain a successful team. The Celtics came close. They won last year. They look like they might win it this year. But they are down 3-1, just lost Jason Tatum. I'd be shocked if they come back in that series. It looks like that one's going to be put to bed. And now I look at it and I go, who's the favorite? Well, betting-wise, it's Oklahoma City. But I look at that and I go, it's 2-2.
I know.
Denver wins this series. Does that mean they become the favorite? Things right now are so wide open. They feel that way to me. Dev, does it feel like this isn't one of those things where it is the tough path? Then you got Minnesota. It's going to be impossible. Then you got whoever comes out. But at the same time, I look at it and I go, but there's no top dog. Right at this very moment, as we talk, there is no top dog in the NBA.
Especially with, this was supposed to be a series that the Nuggets were supposed to lose in 4 or 5. We're going into a game 5 with it all tied up. And, the Thunder are heavy favorites right now still.
Yep.
But if you get past this, really, you want to talk about an even playing field, there really is no top dog. And I mean, just because we know what it looks like, they're not going to let the Nuggets be the favorites in this. It goes back to, Minnesota? Do you go?
I bet it goes, well, I would bet it goes to New York. if not.
The New York Knicks.
I just think that that's like a sexy
But
story
that
right now.
goes to show you how even it truly is.
Yes.
And also, that puts the Nuggets in right position to be able to go and get it. You know, like really, you can really go after a championship. I know that the Nuggets have been in contention this whole year, but it's right there for you.
It's right there.
You were a minute or two away from going up 3-1 in this series. It could have also went the other way, but you're still right there, and they have the opportunity tonight to get back in control, where I feel like they should be the favorites if they win this one. So it's a great spot, and that's a good thing to think about now is how open it truly is. It's Nuggets opportunity.
If the Nuggets win this series, I think they'll be the favorite.
No way.
I think they will.
No, a betting favorite?
Yeah.
No way. I'll take that bet.
Dang,
No way. I
dude.
love it, though.
Well, who do you think will be?
I think Denver will be like third or fourth, honest. Or I guess third. I don't think Indiana
After
will
taking
be.
out the number 1 overall seed.
New York,
that's just not how
Indiana,
it works.
Denver, Minnesota. Who do you think would be the favorite?
I would say New York.
I would say it's going to be Denver.
New York, because
You beat the number. You beat the
It's
best
a-
team.
it's a-
it's more
With
Vegas.
the
I'm saying
MVP.
Vegas.
Yeah,
not
no.
me.
It's a compelling argument, but I think the larger point is that
If the Nuggets
We
win
don't
this
know.
series, people will come all the way back around on Jokic.
for sure.
Maybe. We'll see.
The pods especially.
Oh my God, dude! It all starts. It all starts.
It
with
does
the
all
pods.
start with the pods. What do you think, Eric? Though, I mean, this is what's exciting as I think about it. There are a lot of years where I'm like, man, if they get there, it's just going to be so tough to beat that team or this team. I just don't feel that. I feel like this team, the Thunder, that's the team that I'm like, it's tough. But we're 4 games in, and I'm like, they're beatable. Denver can beat that team.
This is how it felt 2 years ago when you're like,
Yeah.
this team's rolling. Like this team, like who are you scared of? As soon as they figured out Phoenix and they started, like it was like after those 2 blowouts they took,
It was
everything after that was just smooth sailing, and you were like, what are we talking about? I mean, there is a very, very good possibility that. Whatever. I mean, I'm not trying to.
Let's just watch the game.
Can we just watch the game? I'm just saying, man.
I'm not
Like
saying they're gonna win it.
I'm just saying
it
that.
feels.
Did I ever tell you that San Antonio never won 2?
My broader point is, I felt like last year there was the Celtics at the other end of the spectrum,
Which, by
and
the way,
you felt like if they kept getting there, they were going to have to face the juggernaut. And I just look at it and I go, Denver's facing the juggernaut in round 2.
Bro,
Yep.
Which, by the way,
Absolutely.
the Celtics had, even before Jason Tatum, have a way worse title defense than the Nuggets. They were going to lose the series no matter what.
I mean, this is the thing about the injury happening.
Maybe.
The game was already over.
Already over.
And you already see the, like, it sucks, man. You're like, what? No,
No,
they lost. They lost the series. They just lost
They
it.
already lost. They
Yeah.
already
They
lost
actually
it.
didn't even get to a game 7. You're right.
So there you go. Our pregame picks are presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app. Use the code DNVR365. Deposit $10. Place a bet of $5 to get $150 in bonus bets. Must be 21 or older, physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Dev, what a game to bet, man. Is this more fun to do when the stakes are this high?
No.
Is it
No,
fun
it
to
is
do
not.
when I'm this high?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
That's my favorite
Let's
ones,
go,
is when you're this high.
Let's do
We're going
it.
to make some money tonight, though, and that's going to make things right. The Nuggets come into this game as 10-point underdogs.
10 is a lot, man. They
10
really upped
is
it.
a lot. They truly believe that this is going to be a blowout. Screw them.
Screw them.
Can't even believe that
Screw
they
those
believe
guys.
that.
Screw the Bucks.
We're going to go Nuggets plus 10 in this one.
Oh, we're taking the points.
Yes, we're taking the points.
All right.
I might just go money line because I don't want to do this like, oh, we're only going to lose by this much. I just.
You don't like the Draymond Green? 5.5 point favorite.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, 5.5. It's 5. I actually do kind of like that.
Yeah, until you think about the fact that they still lost.
Oh, actually, wrote another little tangent on this. MJ is joining. Michael Jordan is joining the NBC broadcast.
Yeah.
I kind of had a giggle about. I wonder if they'll give him a betting segment.
They need to, man.
They should
Oh,
give
man.
him a gambling.
He comes in
segment.
so prepared. He's got pages of notes.
He's like,
That's
I remember
gotta
in
be-
'96, the spread was 4.5. He said, wait, MJ, stop.
That's got to be the number one rule. Like, hey, you know.
told Scotty.
don't do it.
Yeah, I said,
Don't
hey,
do it.
man.
I hope he just uses it as a bully pulpit to just bury his enemy. He just talks about Isaiah Thomas nonstop.
I know. We should talk about this in the post game. If
Yeah,
if
yeah.
they win it, we're in a good
Scottie
mood.
Pippen, yeah.
Let's do it. I really like this game to go under. I like the under 221 in this game. We just saw this go extremely under. I'm so much on it that this is my first leg. The only way that this does not go over if this is a blowout. The thing is they're expecting a blowout. I don't see it happening. I think this is going to be a grinded out game like we just saw. No, we're not going to see an 8-point quarter, but we are going to see both teams trying to fill out each other and see who's going to, flinch first. On the Thunder side of things, let's go with Isaiah Hartenstein over 10.5 points. The push shot.
He's going to release some doves tonight.
He's going to release a couple of doves. It happens every time.
Ducks.
And they keep him out there, especially if he's not in foul trouble. So it is going to be important for them to get him into foul trouble. Let's go to over 10.5 points. Let's go Chet over 9.5 rebounds. He's been getting this like every single game. It doesn't matter if it's high scoring or if it's low scoring. He's around the basket every single time because they are stacking the paint and gives him more rebounding opportunities. Get that over 9.5. On the Nuggets side of things, let's start with the 3-pointers bet as we always do. We're going to go Christian Brown over 1.5 3-pointers. They keep daring him to shoot it. He has to knock them down. He has to make them pay because that then changes their mind. That's really been the key is who's going to make an open shot. And, I mean, they're not leaving it for Jamal. They're not leaving it for Jokic. Kind of, but it has to be Christian Brown. So I think that he gets the over 1.5 3-pointers. Sticking to Christian Brown, I'm going to go over 5.5 rebounds for him.
Really?
This has been hitting every single game. It's been a big one. This is my second leg because of how easy it's been coming. He grabs every single rebound. He's sticking around the paint. He's trying to turn it into scoring opportunities. If it goes over the center's head, it's a Christian Brown rebound. I'm going to go over 5.5. I really like this bet. I like AG to be a workhorse. Over 10.5 rebounds plus assists. They had to up this because he's getting it in rebounds alone right now. He is laying it all out there. Like, you really just cannot talk about how much this guy is getting out there the entire time.
Yeah, Monsieur Nugget.
Some people are calling him Mr. Nugget.
I've never heard that before. Where'd you hear that? The pods?
Mark Jones.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Mr. Nugget, something I just
Mark
came
Jones
up
said
with.
that he said it first. I like Michael Porter Jr. I like Michael Porter Jr. to do a little bit of everything. We're going to go over 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists for him. If he scores, everything changes.
Yeah.
Everything changes. This line is so low that he could get this in points alone. That would also be a welcome sight for the Nuggets to get their guy that spaces the floor to knock down a couple of shots. So this is a vibes bet, but I think this is one that will hit over 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Murray has to be better, and the thing is that he knows it. He knows he has to be better. I think we have a monster Jamal game.
Man, peanut butter and jelly together tonight.
I really
would be
think
so
this is
great.
great. I like the 19.5 points. I think he's going to be very aggressive early on. I think he's going to have like 15 plus in the first half. So I think that'll be easy for him to get here. So I really like this one. I'm going to go with over. Over. Our defensive bet is Jokic over 2.5 stocks. And for our lock, we're going right back to the well. Jokic over 41.5 points plus rebounds. This is going to be a masterclass. I know it. We're going to be talking about Benihana after this game.
Dang!
I hope we're going to Benihana
We're gonna
tonight.
talk about
Wait,
Popeyes?
everybody be ready to get your order.
Okay.
Get order ready.
I hope we
we're gonna
get the
see
little
this one.
onion volcano.
It has to be a monster game from him.
Can I just tell you some deep analysis that I came up with about this game?
Yes.
The Nuggets and Oklahoma City Thunder trade victories. They've done it every time.
Every
this year.
other.
Win, lose, win, lose. The Nuggets won
I don't
the
know
first
if I
game.
have the heart for 3 more of these.
The Nuggets won the first game.
If
so
you're in the,
through that pattern, they will win.
Yeah,
In
also,
seven.
if you're
In
in
seven.
the NBA is rigged crowd, Shea not getting the MVP tonight and them saving it for game 7
the NBA might be rigged. I'm not gonna
would
lie.
be playing into that angle of the
The
conversation.
mean, it's
NBA might be rigged.
It's definitely not rigged.
Right, I mean, yeah, nobody's proven that it's not rigged yet.
but it does
I
feel
haven't
rigged
seen the proof
sometimes.
that it's not rigged.
Sometimes
Feels
you're
a
like,
little rigged.
come on.
Show me the proof.
All right, let's get some super chats.
Peter Duck, I freaking love Popeyes, Nugs and 6.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hey.
Same.
A guy, a dog, a GoPro. Damn it, now I'm in the line at Popeyes.
Man, Popeyes better
Man,
get
we did some work over
They got to
here.
do it. They
This is
got to
what
do a
happens,
sponsorship,
man. This is
man.
why you got to advertise us. Christian Barber, have fun tonight, guys. My challenge, because this makes my night and frankly, my life better. Dub loading.
Yes,
Let's
let's
go.
do it.
Chris Peters, Nugs are 12-2 on game 5s in the Jokic Murray era.
I love that stat. Don't know if it means anything, but I love it.
Colby Cheeser, the pods are already talking about Jokic's decline. It's time for the basketball gods to return to our Serbian
They're
king
always
tonight.
like 12 steps further. You know, like, oh, it's not as he having a rough series. It's like, is he done?
Yeah.
Is it over?
I know. They're just like
Is he already on the decline?
terrible.
Come on,
that
Jokic.
C. We bounce back no matter how hard we hit the mat. Something about this team, man. I'm feeling a Jokic AG game. Give us a finale.
Oh, a finale.
Let's go.
Oh, that would be incredible.
Let's get that finale open the third quarter.
All right, guys, we're going to do a watch along as we do for every single one. Don't watch this game alone. You're going to want to watch it with us.
Don't watch it with the national media.
Don't.
Watch it with us.
Don't do that. All right, hit that like button. We'll see you over in the watch along.
We all silly like the mayor.